So let's go to the Friday games. We got Miami Central. I'm sorry, Miami Central. We got Central Michigan versus Michigan State on Friday to start off the games. The Michigan State is favored by 14 points. I'm going to say Michigan State covers. I think Michigan State's going to be a lot better than last year. They're going to be a lot more competitive. And I think 14-point spread is a little disrespectful for how much of a powerhouse Michigan State is.
Yeah, I remember these two teams played, I don't think it was last year, maybe 2 years ago, and it was a pretty close game. But I think Michigan State ended up winning by like 2 touchdowns or 17 points, something like that. But I'll still take Michigan State with the points. I think they'll definitely cover on this one.
Yeah, I mean, I love their head coach. He's one of those like very big energy guys, which I love. And they normally have a great running game. So, I mean, whenever you got a great running game like that, when you play like a lower FBS opponent, it just really tires down the defense. So, I mean, if they can just pound the rock, get like 4 or 5 yards of carry, I really think they're going to beat them down. And also, Michigan State is a tough place to play. So, I love 14-point spread whenever they're at home against a lower tier FBS opponent.
Yeah, I would take it too.
Mm-hmm. So we got the Battle of Miami. We got Miami of Ohio versus University of Miami of Florida. The spread is 16.5 for University of Miami of Florida. DP, I'll let you take this one.
I feel like this one's gonna be close. Miami's been a pretty good team in the MAC recently in the past few years. And then Miami, the Hurricanes, we all know about Miami, how they were great. They almost made the playoff back in 16 or 17 when they lost to Pitt. Kenny Pickett's coming out game. And then ever since, everyone thought Miami was back. And then ever since then, they've kind of gone back to how they've always been. It's kind of like a middle-of-the-road team, upper middle-of-the-road team. So I'm going to say Miami of Ohio covers with the points. I'm not saying they're going to win, but I think Miami, the Hurricanes, win this by like 10 or 14 points. So I'd take Miami of Ohio with the points.
I think I'm right there with you. I think that Miami, Ohio is definitely I think they've definitely proved that they're they definitely proved that they're a better team of the lower tier. They've been in the MAC championship, I think, the last 2 or 3 years now. They've had some actually good players come out of there recently, too. I mean, other than Big Ben. I mean, I know that they've had a couple people drafted. Their coach has been doing a great job over there. They're just one of those teams that are they just grind you out. Like they're tough and gritty. Their defense is normally pretty good. They've played well against the bigger tier FBS opponents recently, and I can definitely see him covering the spread. But I'm going to say that Miami covers the 16.5. I say they win by 17 on the dot.
The Hurricanes win by 17?
Yeah, the Hurricanes win by 17.
Yeah, I don't think that's I could see it happening too, but I don't know. Something tells me that Miami of Ohio will find a way to cover it. But I don't
think that they're going to blow them out. I think it's going to be a lot more low scoring than Hurricane fans think. I think that they're going to see Miami of Ohio and be like, oh, we're going to beat them by 30. No, I think this game is going to be a little bit more low scoring. Maybe UM scores 31, but if it does, there'll be a lot of garbage time, touchdowns, late in the game. And I think the heat's going to have a lot to do with it too.
Yeah, it's going to be hot, muggy, humid down there in Miami. So
especially because we just had that hurricane roll through, so it's going to be super, super muggy out there.
Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, I'm gonna say they cover the 16.5. I say they win by 17.
Okay.
The next game we got Louisville versus Georgia Tech. It's Louisville -7, and I'm gonna say Louisville covers that 7.
Is it at Georgia Tech?
No, it's at a neutral site.
Oh, I think they're playing in Mercedes-Benz in Atlanta.
Yeah, I was gonna say I think it's the one of those kickoff classics.
But that's basically a home game for Georgia. Georgia Tech is in Atlanta.
Yeah.
It's literally 5 miles from the stadium.
But Georgia Tech doesn't have that big of a following.
No, they definitely do not. It's 99% of people in Atlanta are UGA fans. The only people who root for Georgia Tech are people who went to Georgia Tech.
Like next year they have Georgia Tech playing FSU in Ireland, and I'm like, you act like any Georgia Tech fan is going to go up there for that game. It's going to be Florida State fans just partying their ass off.
Right. But so it's Louisville -7.
Yeah, Louisville -7.
Yeah, I think Louisville will cover. I think Louisville is just a better team overall. They have been recently over the past, few years also. So without really knowing much about these two teams, I would say Louisville -7 probably the safe bet.
Yeah, I don't know who they got at quarterback now that Malik Cunningham is in the draft. Was in the draft. I think he was drafted by the Ravens. Actually, I think he just got cut the other day. Yeah, I'm curious to see who they got playing at quarterback. I haven't done much research on them, but Louisville's always been competitive in the ACC. I don't know. I just think that Louisville. I mean, I feel like Georgia Tech's never that great. So.
No, not really.
And it seems to always have some sort of athletes out there. So they normally have a pretty decent defense as well. So I'll take the -7 on there. But yeah, the next game we got is Stanford versus Hawaii, and Stanford is favored by 3.5.
And the game's it's at Hawaii too, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'll take Hawaii in this one.
What you saw last week?
Yeah, I like what I saw last week.
Okay.
I'll take the over in this game too.
Oh, I'm sure this is when this. I mean, I don't know what the over is, but I'm sure that this game's going over.
Yeah.
But yeah. Well, shoot, man. You're gonna go against Fred Taylor's son like that?
Yeah.
He's the starting running back over there at Stanford.
Is he?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
Or no, sorry, Emmitt Smith's son. It's Emmitt Smith's son.
Oh yeah, you're right.
I was gonna say Kelvin Taylor already was in the NFL.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking of when you said Fred Taylor. I was like, wait. No.
Emmitt Smith's son, yeah. No, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I was pretty impressed with Hawaii too, watching a little bit of that game. So I mean, I'm gonna go Stanford -3.5. I hate how I just took all the favorites today. I'm gonna go Stanford 3.5. I have faith in their run game. I know they haven't been good since the McCaffrey days, but yeah, I'm gonna go with the run game, and they're just gonna pound it out, and I think it'll be a high scoring game for sure, though.
Yeah, I think it'll definitely go over. I think Hawaii will pull one out though. I think their offense will show up and put on a good performance. So I'll take Hawaii in this one with the points +3.5.
+3.5. All right. Well, that's all we got for today. Tomorrow we'll do the Saturday games, and we'll get you ready for those. And yeah, let us know what you think. We'll post a slide after this too, showing you all the picks broken down that we got for today and tomorrow as well. Hopefully we win you guys some money. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this segment. And like I said, we got a lot more coming for you this week. You guys have a good night, all right?